by John Wolkowitz. By mid-June 1898, a potent American military conglomeration had assembled off the extreme southeastern coast of Cuba. 32 troop transports brought 819 officers and 15,058 enlisted men to Cuba from Florida, along with 89 newspaper correspondents, 11 foreign military observers, and 10 million pounds of rations. Most of the young American soldiers eagerly sought battle with the Spanish, boasting that the war would end swiftly. One group of officers raised their whiskey glasses and toasted, "To the officers, may they get killed, wounded, or promoted." On the other side of the lines, the Spanish forces seemed equally confident. The battle-tested troops waited in well-fortified trenches and guardhouses shielded by barbed wire. A newspaper in Spain informed its readers, with more than a touch of exaggeration, the average height among the Americans is 5 feet 2 inches. This is due to their living almost entirely upon vegetables as they ship all their beef out of the country. So eager are they to make money. There is no doubt that one full-grown Spaniard can defeat any 3 men in America. They would soon get the chance to try. The root causes of the Spanish-American War lay with imperialism. The United States desired overseas colonies which many European nations had possessed for years in Africa and Asia. "A new consciousness seems to have come upon us," editorialized the Washington Post in 1898, the consciousness of strength, and with it a new appetite, the yearning to show our strength, ambition, interest, land, hunger, pride, the mere joy of fighting, whatever it may be. We are animated by a new sensation. The taste of empire is in the mouth of the people even as the taste of blood in the jungle. It means an imperial policy, the republic, renascent, taking her place with the armed nations. Hello, history enthusiasts and fellow adventurers into the past. Today, we're not just opening a history book, we're stepping back in time to a moment when America itself was transforming, flexing its muscles on the global stage, and charging headfirst into its crowded hour. We're talking about the Spanish-American War, a conflict often overshadowed, but one that irrevocably shaped the destiny of a nation and forged the legend of a future president. This isn't just a tale of battles. It's a story of ambition, miscalculation, and the raw, undeniable hunger for empire that swept across America. Prepare yourselves, because the dawn of the American century began with a bang, and the world would never be the same. The year is 1898. By mid-June, a truly potent American military conglomeration had assembled off the extreme southeastern coast of Cuba. Imagine the scene, a massive armada, a spectacle of American might. 32 troop transports, bristling with ambition, carried 819 officers and a staggering 15,058 enlisted men from Florida to the shores of Cuba. This wasn't just a military deployment, it was a grand expedition, a declaration of intent on the world stage. The logistical challenge alone was immense, a testament to America's burgeoning power and its desire to project that power far beyond its borders. But the human element of this expedition is what truly captures the imagination. Alongside the soldiers, a fascinating collection of individuals had gathered. 89 newspaper correspondents, eager to capture every heroic detail for an America hungry for news. 11 foreign military observers, watching with keen interest, gauging the capabilities of this rising power. And a staggering 10 million pounds of rations, enough to feed an army for weeks, a logistical feat in itself. Most of these young American soldiers, full of patriotic fervor and youthful exuberance, eagerly sought battle with the Spanish, boasting that the war would end swiftly. They were confident, perhaps even a little naive, but undeniably eager for the glory that awaited them. The mood among the officers was particularly telling. They understood the high stakes, the potential for both glory and sacrifice. One group, in a moment of audacious bravado, raised their whiskey glasses and toasted, with a grim humor, to their own fate. To the officers, may they get killed, wounded, or promoted. It was a stark acknowledgment of the brutal realities of war, yet imbued with a sense of fatalistic courage. This wasn't just a military campaign. It was an opportunity, a chance to prove themselves, to carve their names into the annals of history. And they were ready to seize it, whatever the cost. On the other side of the lines, the Spanish forces seemed equally confident, if not outright defiant. These were battle-tested troops, many hardened by years of colonial warfare, waiting in well-fortified trenches and guardhouses shielded by barbed wire. They knew the terrain, they had prepared their defenses, and they were ready to repel the American invasion. Their morale, bolstered by a potent mix of national pride and propaganda, was high. A newspaper in Spain, perhaps with more than a touch of exaggeration, tried to paint a rather amusing, yet telling, picture of their American adversaries. The Spanish newspaper informed its readers with a delightful flourish of jingoism. The average height among the Americans is 5 feet 2 inches. This is due to their living almost entirely upon vegetables as they ship all their beef out of the country. So eager are they to make money. There is no doubt that one full-grown Spaniard can defeat any 3 men in America. Imagine the chuckles, the sneering confidence that must have rippled through the Spanish ranks as they read that. It was propaganda, yes, designed to instill courage, but it also revealed a profound underestimation of their adversary. They would soon get the chance to try and prove their boast, and the clash would be brutal. But to truly understand the ferocity of the battles to come, and the ambition that fueled them, we must look deeper, beyond the immediate conflict. The root causes of the Spanish-American War lay not just in a desire to free Cuba, but in something far grander, far more profound: imperialism. The United States, having spent decades focused inward, was now looking outward with a growing desire for overseas colonies, a pursuit many European nations had been engaged in for years in Africa and Asia. This wasn't just about Cuba, it was about America's place on the global stage. A new consciousness seems to have come upon us, editorialized the influential Washington Post in 1898, capturing the prevailing mood of the nation. The consciousness of strength, and with it a new appetite, the yearning to show our strength, ambition, interest, land hunger, pride, the mere joy of fighting, whatever it may be. We are animated by a new sensation. These words are chilling in their frankness, revealing a nation grappling with a powerful, almost primal urge. It wasn't just about economic gain, it was about a national identity shifting, a young republic awakening to its own formidable power. The taste of empire is in the mouth of the people, even as the taste of blood in the jungle. What a powerful, visceral image. This wasn't merely a political doctrine. It was a cultural phenomenon, a collective desire that swept across the nation. The editorial continued. It means an imperial policy, the republic, renascent, taking her place with the armed nations. America, once focused on its own expansion across a continent, was now ready to claim its place among the great powers of the world, to project its influence across oceans, to build an empire. The Spanish-American War, therefore, was not just a conflict over Cuba. It was the crucible in which America's imperial ambitions were forged. The stage was set. 2 nations, driven by contrasting motivations, one defending its crumbling empire, the other eager to establish its own, were about to collide in a spectacular fashion. The confidence on both sides, however misplaced, fueled the fire. The American soldiers, eager for glory, and the Spanish troops, resolute in their defenses, were about to write a new chapter in history. And at the heart of this unfolding drama, A certain charismatic figure was about to seize his crowded hour, an experience that would launch him onto the national stage and forever change the course of American leadership. The Spanish-American War, a conflict born of ambition, fought with courage, and forever etched into the fabric of American identity. What do you think about America's burgeoning imperial ambitions at the turn of the 20th century? Share your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. If this journey into a pivotal moment in history intrigued you, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories from the past, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, keep exploring and keep questioning.